And we are live from Richmond, Virginia, where tonight the stars of the Sled Jawb Racing League and Tyler Watermelon look to do battle here at the short track. It's the Richmond Raceway. Richmond is for lovers 120. Here tonight, Richmond Raceway, race number 4 of season 16 of the Sled Jawb Racing League. At least if I can do math right, I believe it is race number 4. We've had a very interesting season thus far. Of course, I was out last week. My bad. But that's okay. We rock and roll on here into Richmond Raceway for our 4th race here this season. Indeed it is. And it's our first night race of this season, coming off of that fantastic race at Auto Club. We're looking forward to seeing if we can get some more chaos, some more craziness, some more fun coming up here in season number 16. Of course, after last week's race, it was Alec Martinez picking up the victory over Ben Baffert, who was looking to go for his second Auto Club win, just wasn't able to get it done. But we'll see how it all shakes out tonight for the field as they head to the short track for the second time in just 3 weeks' time. So welcome you to tonight's broadcast here, hopefully working. I know YouTube is apparently having issues right now, so hopefully we are live to you and broadcasting, and if not, then, oops. It's the best way we can put that one. So looking forward to seeing how we do here tonight. Just about a minute to go in practice. The fastest lap times are not the fastest lap times. Gavin Austin is your fastest car. Ben Baffert, then Michael Sturgill, Yusuf Ghali, Robert Lucas are the top 5. Matt Steiner, Enrique Cucalon both found some speed by putting it up against the wall and turning a lap that way. So those two, while they have the fastest lap time, they are not the actual fastest cars on the racetrack right now. Everybody getting this last second practice. And Richmond is a very tricky track, especially in these cars, especially at night. You are going to be battling loose. You're going to be battling your race car. For all it's got, you're going to be fighting with your hands. You're going to be fighting with the field, trying to keep themselves straight in one piece and not causing any problems. It's going to be a tall task for some drivers tonight, and we'll see if they can make this work and manage the chaos, and we'll see who comes out of Richmond Raceway a winner here tonight. Just 19 seconds left here in practice time. Yusuf Ghali rolling out onto the racetrack right now. Your winner at Daytona to kick off this season, and your current points leader. Of course, points still so fresh into the season, only 3 races. He is currently your points leader over Dane Cruz, Ben Baffert, Bridger Olson, and Brett Bennett, the top 5 in points as we head into this one here tonight. Ghali jumps up to 6th fastest there at the line, to be 4th fastest by actual lap times, as that is going to do it for our practice session. We will head into qualifying. And my colleague, my Buren colleague, Enrique Cucalon, wanted to point out something tonight. He wanted me to put on the broadcast early on to call it out. He's racing on a controller tonight, and he has thrown down the challenge to Tyler Watermelon that he will beat him. We'll see if that holds true. It would be very funny if he does indeed beat Tyler Watermelon on a controller. So we'll watch Michael Sturgill, one of the top 5 fastest in practice. Can he back that up in qualifying here as he makes his way down into turn 1 for the first time on his first timed lap? You can just see sliding sideways and fighting through the corner to save it, but he'll have to reset for his second lap. That first lap is not going to be a lap he's going to want to put down, so he's going to go way high in turns 3 and 4, cutting back down the track. And you might see a lot of guys do that here in this qualifying at Richmond. They'll go high on lap number 1 and then cut down low on lap number 2 and try to hug that yellow line down there on the apron. Such a tricky track to navigate here, trying to get fast pace and get fast laps down in qualifying. We'll see if the 90 car can do it here much better this time. If he can hold that wheel pretty with it like he does, that's a really good lap out of the 90 car that time, a 22.456. Currently the pole position over Sam Ballard, Ben Baffert, Alan Hunt, Joaquin Stewart, and Robert Lucas. Now Joaquin Stewart jumps to the top. Now Ben Baffert jumps over him. Second lap is your fast lap, and we're seeing drivers put it down there on their second lap. So we'll cut back down to Dylan Parker in the 3 machine, looking to start his first time lap now as he comes around to take the green flag at the start-finish line. Gali jumps to second fastest over Sam Ballard, drops down to third. Our drivers going out. Gavin Austin, watching him and seeing how he does in qualifying. He was fastest in practice in the single car lap times. We'll see if he can get it done in qualifying. As Dylan's sliding towards the line. Gonna lose a little bit of time, but he'll bump to fourth, a 22.364 for the driver number 3. Ryan Rose goes fourth fastest, as we'll cut back now to, I lied, I was going to go Jared Wilson, second road still, so we'll go to Brett Bennett. We'll point and laugh at Brett as he makes his way onto the track. Gavin Austin goes third fastest, 22.255 for the number 6 car, as Brett Bennett is out of sort there entering turn 1. Second lap is the fast lap. Let's see what he does on lap 2. Bennett makes his way towards start finish line. It is going to be 8th fastest for the 06 machine. We'll jump back and watch old Mikey Krugs trying to qualify. Starting his first time to lap now. He rounds his way through 3 and 4, trying to get that downhill speed off the corner. A 23.058, lap 1. But it's all about lap 2. He's not going to get the lap he wants out of it here. Way up against the wall, really slow for that number 41 car. Not improve. He'll be starting out back for this race tonight. Another driver out there trying to qualify with 48 seconds left. It's Christian Delgado in the number 03 machine. As he rounds his way towards the start-finish line now for his first lap. It's going to be a slow lap time, but of course it's the second lap speed is what this field is going for. 27 seconds. This is the last qualifying lap that will be run by Delgado. Last lap of the field. Can he take the pole position? 22.548, sliding across the line. And he'll go 16th fastest in that number 03 machine, but it's not going to be enough to try and take the pole. Owen Chybinski did not go out for a lap. Neither did Diego Acuna, Matt Steiner, William Martin, Blaine Sparling, or Enrique Cucalan. None of those drivers attempted to qualify. They will start this race from the rear. And so the field now gets ready to hit the grid. So we'll take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's race. We take a look at how they'll be rolling off the grid tonight. It is pole position tonight for Ben Badford over teammate Yusuf Ghali. Two of the Cruise Auto Racing machines going to be together on that front row. You got Gavin Austin fastest in practice with Sam Ballard on his outside. Third row, it's Ryan Rose and Bryson Bird with Jeffrey Armistead and Dylan Parker behind them. Running out the top 10, Brett Bennett and Joaquin Stewart. Then in 11th place, it is the number 90 car of Michael Sturgill with Matthew Chastain to his outside. Robert Lukens and Jace Lafort landed together in row 7. Row 8, it's Nick Wheeler and Christian Delgado. Row 9 sees the 72 of Alan Hunt and the 62 of Zach Probst. And then it's Tyler Watermole and Michael Kruger that round out your top 20. Storm Patterson and Jared Wilson share row 11 with Blaine Sparling and Enrique Cucalan together in row 12. Row 13 sees the 5 of William Martin, the 27 of Owen Chybinski, and then it's Diego Acuna and Matt Steiner rounding out your field of 28 cars getting ready to go racing here tonight. Looking back at the history of Richmond Raceway in this league, the last time we ran Richmond was back in season number 14. It was won by old DP Dylan Parker. It was his 35th career win. He was our most recent winner of this track just 2 seasons ago. field pacing now. It'll be 2 pace laps for the field on a short track, so 2 laps to kind of get lined up, get ready to go racing. Get settled in and get ready for 120 laps of action. So here we go. 1 more pace lap for the field to make. And then get ready to go racing. Makes their way down into turns 3 and 4, getting ready to go racing. Pace car dives off. It is heading towards the front stretch, towards that start finish line, a little bit closer to turn 4 than expected. Normally at a racetrack, that is definitely going to play a factor in this field and how they race. At that last lap, green flag is out racing and already about to go 3 wide as Gavin Austin trying to peek the nose inside of Ben Baffert, just couldn't quite get there. Lap number 1, Ben Baffert leads. Yusuf Ghali still right there in the mix, coming down to his inside. Got a car that is a little bit slower on the inside line, but he's able to keep it rolling. That is Robert Luke, turning really still all good and dandy. He's got a car peeking down the inside lane, I believe, serving a pass-through penalty. That is Jace LaForte in the 92. He heads towards pit road now. He will serve his pass-through. Not a track you want to have a pass-through penalty at, to say the least. A short track like this, you can get lapped pretty quickly and pretty easily. So definitely want to get down there quick and get back off as quick as you can. Field heading back into turn number 1, lap number 4 underway. Baffert blinking out ahead of Yusuf Ghali. Gavin Austin finds himself sliding in third. There's Jace LaForte coming off pit lane. Just in front of LaForte going to get way out of the way and let them go by. We're kind of settling in a little bit here. Not really double file or triple, 3 wide. Just kind of taking it easy here. Not pushing too hard. Inside of Christian Delgado trying to make some moves here early on. He's at 5 spots already from the drop of the green flag. Just ahead of him as well is Zach Probst. Both of them have been on the move forward since the green flag flew for 6 laps ago. And they keep trying to march forward as Dylan Parker in the flip side. He's kind of dropped back a little bit since this race started going. Oh, around they go! Zach Probst gets into Dylan Parker. Storm Patterson, Michael Kruger, Blake Sparling just barely weaving through it. But Dylan Parker got tagged there entering turn number 4. Or turn 3 goes around. But the bigger impacts went to the 41 and the 62 and the 8. They took some licks. They go around. And we are under caution for the first time tonight. Take a look at the BRN replay and show you what happened here to this field out on the track here. It was entering turn 3. It looked like what it was. It's just not an aggressive send, more so than just maybe mistiming on the brakes is what it kind of looked like for Zach Probst, trying to get inside of Dylan Parker. Yeah, and just gets in the back of him. He spins out. Kruger gets in for Patterson, nowhere to go. Nick Wheeler gets a piece of it as well, and Blade Sparling, whoo, tried to split through it, but ends up tagging Storm Patterson because of it. See the top of your screen right here. Around they go, and up the track they go. You hear plane making contact there. So under the first of hopefully few cautions for this race tonight. So as we pace here, coming to the completion of lap number 10, should get the 1 to go this next time by, I believe. And that was a point that I wanted to mention about this front stretch. It's different than what you see the rest of the tracks. Start finish line, like at Talladega, it's closer to turn 1. Here at Richmond, it's closer to turn 4. This run you're going to get right here off of turn 4, you have a quick sprint to the start finish line. You see that restart zone up top of the screen. It's in the middle, in the exit of turn 4 is where that restart zone is. Drivers are going to be launching to get back up to speed on the exit of the corner. It can cause some problems, especially for the outside lane, as they try to navigate these restarts, trying to time it right, trying to get right there with the leaders. We'll see how Yusuf Ghali can manage it. The first restart of the night where the control car is the race leader. Baffert on the inside. He'll match the gas and get back to racing. We're green once more here in Richmond. Did a good job of staying with it on the outside lane. Gavin Austin got it launched with the 23. Right there, side by side, entering turn 3 and 4. Ghali going to drop back to third. Gavin takes the spot. Further back here, still side by side of the angle cars. Through one lap. 3 wide for a second down the front stretch where Owen Chybinski sending it to the inside. 3 wide they go. Entering turn 1. Chybinski is a man on a mission trying to march forward, up 15 spots already from the start of this race, still bottom 3. Joaquin Stewart running wide, Delgado up top, and somehow it works out to where it is Chybinski side by side with Joaquin Stewart for 11th now. Entering turn 1 again, down low on the apron, maybe a little bobble out of the 27 as he gets back going here on the backstretch. He's able to stay right there in 12th place. A great move to get up there by that 27. But now the battle is on for the race lead. Here comes Gavin Austin on the back bumper, putting pressure on Ben Baffert for the top spot. Baffert's led all 15 so far. Would love to go ahead and just lead the rest of the race as well. They got 105 laps coming up here at Richmond. Battling for that, and Sam Ballard trying to hold off Ryan Rose as well. 78 car lead, making his debut this season. He is very good. Not in Daytona, I know that for a fact. I'm sure other races he did not or did make. Here he is right now running in 5th, chasing down Ballard for that 4th place spot. Still putting pressure on Baffert for the race lead. Caution out on the racetrack, further back in the field. I think it might have been Probst again? Heavy damage on the 62. Not sure if it is Probst. We'll take a look back at the rear-end replay and see it. And looks like it is indeed Zach Probst. Goes for a spin. Missing the rear end. It is hard to drive, and around he goes by himself. No one else collected except maybe a little touch from Michael Kruger, and that's about it. Able to get back going, so back under caution. So pacing once more. Baffert leader. Gavin Austin is second. Yusuf Ghali is third. Sam Ballard fourth. Ryan Rose is in fifth. Restart zone coming up here. Baffert the control car. Gavin Austin on his outside. Can he get the launch? Green flag with him? No, not able to get really as good a launch as he planned. Ghali didn't get a good jump either, so he will not be able to really put pressure. Now he does get to the inside. No, gets right there on the quarter panel. Gavin Austin into turns 1 and 2. He's right there down the backstretch trying to make it stick to go back to second place as these two go side by side once again. Baffert trying to just check out and pull away with this race lead. Fifth place underway. Michael Sturgill, Ryan Rose side by side. Sturgill takes it on the top side in the 90 car now, moving up into the top 5 for the first time tonight. And looking to keep marching forward. He has got Sam Ballard ahead of him as they run nose to tail once again with the race leader Baffert pulling away. Gavin Austin is taken back second, holding off the charge from Ghali on this restart. Continue on here. Austin is putting a good pressure on Baffert now, still kind of right there. Not letting him get away. Up ahead, or back behind, battle for 9th place. Joaquin Stewart has it. Brett Bennett wants it. 06 is trying to put pressure on for that position. We have 3 wide here through turn 3 and 4. Contact made there for a second. That is a 40 car of Diego Acuna. Inside of him is William Martin. He's trying to work this top side. He took fresh tires on that last pit stop He is trying to see about fresh tires working, as is, I believe, Jace LaPorte in 92, trying to move forward on more fresh tires. They get a pit stop here early when there's been enough laps run and trying to see if maybe fresh tires can help you march the field. It's an interesting call, but I mean, they don't have super limited sets. So LaPorte gets into the back of his partner. Has to get out of the way. Just really got to be careful about making moves like that. Getting a bad bump like that, you end up like what happened with Zach Probst, where he goes around, he damages the car, and pretty much takes himself out of it. But he's still rolling, he's still going, we're still green. And now he gets to the inside of Dylan Parker and makes this move 414. Looking to keep pushing forward. Ford is the highest running car that has taken tires in this car. And you know what? Why not? Why not try it? What is the harm that happens if you take this risk, take it to the tires here early? There's a lot of tires left in this race. You're not going to be taking tires like crazy. So why not try it? See if it works. Maybe it works. Try to push forward. Baffert is under fire from Gavin Austin, right on his back bumper, entering actually turn 4, pardon me, heading down the front straightaway now. Battle back here happening for 6th place. It is Bryson Bird trying to get by Ryan Rose down the front stretch. Rose gets to run on the exit of turn 4 to get the advantage through turn 1. You see Walkley starts sliding up the track a little bit as he makes the charge, trying to get by Bird for 7th place. Head down into turn number 3, side by side. Walkley Stewart working the top side here at Richmond, seeing if he's making moves forward, and indeed he is. Stewart takes 7th place away from Bryson Bird. Sturgill putting pressure on Golly. This would be for a podium finish. This is Richmond at its finest. It's the suck thing about it, especially the night race. The night race in Richmond, night race, you really do get to this point where it's just a slog. And if I had a color commentator with me, I would be a lot more excited about the things happening right now. Man, this is just... I'm sorry, I gotta be blunt. This is some of the least fun broadcast-worthy racing in Richmond. I really do not like calling Richmond races alone because things like this happen. You know, we get the longer run. Once the longer run kicks in, tire wear starts to become a bigger factor. It gets a little more exciting. But right now, where we're at, how we run, it's just Oh my god, it's such a drag. It's so bad. But talking about tire wear, how about Jace LaForte? Update on him. The first car on fresh tires. He hit that last caution, so he has got fresh tires compared to the rest of the field. He's up to 9th place right now in the 92 machine. He's looking to keep pushing forward. He's got a bit of a gap, about 7/10 of a second, to the next car, Joaquin Stewart. And his lap times are starting to kind of come back down to being even with the field. So he's losing that advantage, but it has been a net positive for him. He pit well far back in the field. I think it's the lucky dog maybe even. March forward, so if we get a caution here late, or a caution here soon, it's going to be a net positive for him. Someone who is struggling right now is Sam Ballard, who was all over the place as they're 3 wide fanning out inside of him. Oh, contact with Bryson Bird there for a second. And as the tires start to wear, the drivers start to have problems and they start to struggle with the handling on these cars. Start to see guys like Sam Ballard hang on to it anymore. Start to slide back through the pecking order. Bird goes the inside of Rose against the top 5. There's LaForte to the inside of Ballard, now going for 8th place in the number 92 machine. He'll quickly dispose the 97 and keep trying to push forward. Now he's ready to put the pressure on the number 79 to Joaquin Stewart. Bobble there on the exit of turn 4, and you can see the tire wear starting to get to him, and it's starting to really get to the field now as Gavin Austin jumping off of race leader Ben Baffert. Here comes Golly to his outside, Sturgill right there in tow as well. Field navigates through turns 3 and 4. Baffert has the 62 Zach Probst, the lap car ahead of him. Probst's going to go all the way to the top lane to get out of harm's way as Golly battles side by side with Gavin Austin for second. Sturgill trying to put the pressure on Golly for second now. Rose and Stewart battling, and Stewart going by. And now we're starting to really cross over into that point where the tires are wearing down. The drivers that have been struggling with grip are now going to have significantly harder times as they try to hold off on these drivers that have been saving a little better than the rest. This is where that divide kind of comes in. You know, somebody like Jace LaForte, the decision they made to pit and take tires is really helping them, and really helping them here in the long haul as we come down to it. These guys that are struggling on these older tires, they're really going to be fighting for grip and everything, while he is just going to have to start having a decline. He's not worried too much about it as he now makes his way to the inside of Ryan Rose. That is for 7th place, and now he makes the move for 7th. Battle side by side. Rose run off the outside there through 3 and 4, a little sideways off the wall there but keeps it all together in one piece and heads back into turn one, holding on to that position. The lead is now a second for Baffert over Yusuf Ghali and Michael Sturgill, who continue to battle side by side for that second place spot. I think Rose might have caught the wall, so now here comes Lafort, and he'll clear this time, I believe. Indeed, he does. He'll pull up in front and take that seventh place spot. Lafort, really good run going so far here tonight. Bird to the outside of Gavin Austin for fourth place now. Oh, a little bobble there from Bird. Gavin started on the front row, third, pardon me, just trying to hang on to this car and keep it up there, but dropping back now to fifth place. And now he's got Joaquin Stewart looking to take that position from him. And a little BRN update. BRN colleague Enrique Kumalai mentioned he's on a controller tonight. Somehow, some way, he's running 17th. Not bad. Their way along. Crank it up. Caution flag out on the racetrack. I believe it might be Owen Chybinski on the backstretch. Indeed it is. 27 car slow. Some damage on that left rear. As we get to the halfway point, under caution for what I believe is the third time tonight. We'll take a look at your BRN replay and see what happens to take Chybinski around and with some damage. And I was just talking how good about Enrique and how good he was doing with the controller. He spins down off the exit of turn 2, and that brings in Chybinski, who goes around for a spin as well down the backstretch. Once he got contact from Robert Lucas, helped turn him around. Ay, 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 ay. So we're pitting at the halfway mark of this race. Watching as Baffert wins the race off pit road. Yusuf Ghali, Michael Sturgill, Gavin Austin, Bryson Bird, the top 5 as they roll off the pit lane. Baffert retains the race lead. He's led every lap so far in this race. Looking to continue on here and hold point, hold surge as we cross the halfway point. Should be getting the 1 degree in this next time, by the way. And we're going to get double file, ready to go racing. So it's Baffert, Golly, Sturgill, Austin, and Bird, the top 5 as we get our restart on fresh tires. We'll see how the field manages this one. Green flag, back in the air, back underway here in Richmond. Baffert blinks out, reappears. Yusuf Ghali charging on the outside lane. Can the 54 make it stick up top? Trying to fight on the outside. A little bobble there for some cars here as they come off the turn on the backstretch. Back in the back here, Walkley and Stewart trying to work the top side, as is Jeffrey Armistead in the 14 machine further back. Jason Laporte in 8th place. We talked about that pit strategy, taking tires into the previous caution. He was able to work all the way up to the top 10 and find himself in 8th place right now. A great call to pit when he did. He sees himself in the top 10. Can he continue this trend and try to hold on for this finish to get a top 10 here on the short track? He's got a very fierce competitor behind him, Sam Ballard Jr., as well as, of course, Dylan Parker, the defending race winner at this track. They continue to navigate the turns. You see the field kind of spacing out a little more here up front. Top 5 really just kind of, stretching the accordion out. Separating a little bit. Baffert out by about 0.6 of a second, just about. Over Yusuf Ghali. Michael Sturgill right behind him. Gavin Austin is in 4th. Bryson Bird is settled into 5th with Walkley and Stewart on his back bumper as they head into turn 1. Austin charges to the corner that time. He's trying to get to the back bumper of the 90 car. As they come through 3 and 4, Ghali's still ahead of these two. Kind of struggling, I think, a little bit. I think Sturgill is faster than the 54. He just needs to get around him to try to give chase to Ben Baffert. And we saw Gavin Austin really good on the short run. It was the long run that caused him problems, and he started to fade back through the field. As seen now the 90 car playing defensive, having to guard the 6 car, who's giving him some bumps through the corners, trying to get him out of the groove and trying to get him out of the way. Bumper to bumper as they make their way down into turn number 3. Think about this race. I don't think we're going to need a pit stop. I think with that pit stop they made there, I would think they're going to make it to the end of this race on that stop unless we get a caution. Now Sturgill gets to send to the inside of Ghali. Side by side they go for second. Austin into the back of the 90 car trying to push him, maybe clear, maybe push him up into Ghali. Ghali a little sideways there, fighting hand over fist over the wheel. He gets it gathered up, but now he's going to lose 2 spots as both Sturgill and Austin go by. Ghali's going to try to cross over the 6 car at least if he can, but not able to get the run off the corner that he wanted. So now Sturgill takes second with just 50 laps to go. Can he chase down Ben Baffert? Alex Martinez last week, first time winner here in the Slide Job Racing League. Mitchell would be the second. Mitch Sturgill will be the second first-time winner in a row. He's making progress. Very good progress. This is working its way through 3 and 4 now. Trying to reel in race leader Ben Baffert. And I just had to check myself to make sure I did say it right and make sure I was calling this right. This is Michael Sturgill's debut in the Slide Job Racing League. I was like, I know this guy has not raced here before. As far as I know, I went back to checking the archives to see if maybe he had run some of the older races, but no. This is his first ever Slide Job Racing League race that he is running. I have not seen him run in the old league, so this is a return, or a debut, I should say, for this league. He's looking to see if he can get out here and he can try and win this debut. What would it be for him to start off and go 1 for 1? Sturgill is reeling in the race leader big time. He is making big gains on Ben Baffert. And you can see putting a lot of pressure on the race leader now, who has led every lap thus far. But coming around this next time by, lap 79 underway, Sturgill is putting the pressure on Ben Baffert for the race lead. So as Sturgill puts pressure on the race leader Ben Baffert, coming our next time by, 40 laps to go. Starting to catch a lap car. I believe it's Owen Chabinsky, the 25th place car right now on the racetrack. He's the only car I think that'll catch this race, period. They're really not on pace to catching anybody else. The rest of the field still a decent bit ahead. Those next cars that would be lap cars, they're coming down the front about a half a track ahead of the leaders. They're not making the pace. The leaders aren't to lap that group, but right here, it's a gaggle of cars for the podium. It is Bryson Bird on the outside lane trying to take charge here with that Valvoline Ford Mustang. He'll take it, and he'll take advantage of it. He'll get by both Gavin Austin and Yusuf Ghali as they head down into turn one side by side for fourth. Oh, Gavin, a little bobble there on the inside lane. Ghali still holding strong in the top lane. They head through 3 and 4. Still, Ghali gets the advantage as they head back into 1. Gavin trying to charge in the bottom lane, just can't quite do it. Now Walker Stewart trying to go for a top 5. The battle for the lead, you see it here on the back bumper of Ben Baffert. Michael Sturgill is right there, and he wants to make a statement in race number 1 of his career in the Slide Job Racing League. Inside is Sturgill. Can he get the run to get by Baffert? Sturgill could not get the stick, losing a little bit of time, and now getting to swing back at it down the front stretch. Sturgill starting to try a different line here. I noticed he's trying to take it to where he cuts down, almost diamonding the corner, if you will. Entering low, kind of washing up a little bit to the middle of the track, and then cutting it back on exit there through 1 and 2. And it's working a little bit there. He made a slight gain that last lap there, but with 29 laps to go now, he's going to have to find a way to get by Baffert quickly. He doesn't want to be stuck behind him the entire rest of this race. So looking ahead, there are some lap cars that are lying ahead of the leaders. It is, I believe, the 38 of Matt Steiner and the 8 of Storm Patterson. They're entering turn 3 now, and as they do that, the leaders are coming down the backstretch. So they should catch this lap traffic as well. And I wonder if it could play into Michael's hands, trying to get by Baffert and navigate 2 lap cars instead of just 1. See, the field is really settled in for the most part. Nobody's going to move forward or backwards, except for maybe Gavin Austin dropping to Joaquin Stewart. Got a battle between William Martin, Matthew Chastain, and Jeffrey Armistead for 11th place further back here. See, Sturgill starting to drop back a little bit from our race leader. Baffert starting to pull back away, looking to manage this lead and looking to hang on to it and go wire to wire. Bird has a little bobble there down the backstretch, but he's able to hold on to it for now. Looks like maybe the closest battle could be Ryan Rose and Dylan Parker and Gavin Austin, all for 6th place right now. See these 3 battling here. Chase LaPorte in the picture as well. Dylan just trying to make some charges forward to get a good finishing position with just 20 laps to go. It's going to be go time, and this lap traffic helps out a little bit. It's Storm Patterson. He's going to have to get out of the way. Bryson Birch trying to get by quickly. It's coming down to it. by side, 4-6 place. Oh, contact made! Gavin Austin into Ryan Rose down the front stretch! Can he keep it off the wall? He does! No caution will fly, but Rose goes from battling for 6th to all the way back to 15th after that move. Battling with Gavin Austin, who now has Dylan Parker making the move. Crossing over is the 6th car. How quickly your tides can turn. One incident like that can shuffle you from being almost top 5 to outside of the top 15 just about. As now the battle for the race lead is getting lined up nose to tail. We hit the 15 to go, presented by 72 Diecast on eBay. Official retail partner of Lionel Racing. You can get your new and used Lionel Racing diecast from him on eBay. So check him out if you haven't before. Tell him that Dawson sent you. I don't know if he'll do anything for you, but just tell him Dawson sent you just because. Baffert leads. Steiner was trying to hold on to that lead lap. He's not going to do it. Baffert now trying to get the run on the exit of the corner as Sturgill has to figure out what he can do to get back to Baffert's back bumper and make this move. And this all has let Bryson Bird catch up and be part of this picture. Bird has had the fastest lap of this top 3 the last couple laps. Don't count out the 53 just yet if we get down to it here. Battle on. Jace LaFord trying to get by Sam Ballard Jr. There's Storm Patterson ahead in the lap down car. Ballard Jr. gets stuck behind him as Patterson gets a little sideways. He's still sliding a little bit, almost cockeyed there is that 8 car from the damage he sustained in the wreck. LaFord gets to 8th. The strategy so far looks like it's going to pay off for the 92 team in tonight's race. We hit the strike, 12 laps to go. Baffert just looking to hold this off and go wire to wire, looking to lead every single lap of this race if he can. Sturgill dropping back. Bird is going to have to make very quick work of this 90 car if he wants to try to win this race. Baffert blinks out, reappears. And as the laps keep ticking down, Baffert just putting together clean laps, good laps, all he can do really to make sure that he'll get to the checkered flag and take home the victory. It would be just his 3rd career win. First hit victory at Auto Club back in season 11. No caution is out. Gotta look and see what caused this yellow flag. Was just getting ready to start reading off some stats for it. But the caution flag flies. We'll take a look and see what put us under the yellow flag. Looks like it's Storm Patterson, the 8 car. We saw him all over the place because of the damage that he's had, and it just finally catches up with him on the front stretch. He's sliding a little already on the front, and then he'll enter turn 1 and just slides the stuff underneath him. And the overcorrect in front of Ryan Rose, nowhere to go, and around goes the 8 car just ahead, the 40 and some more cars, which brings out the yellow flag here tonight. We're going to quickly jump back live. Pit lane was active, and the race leader off pit road is Yusuf Ghali. Ghali took 2 tires only, and that's going to be the call that gets him the lead off pit lane. Bryson Bird as well took 2. Baffert, the first car on 4 tires. Baffert's led every lap of this race. And a late caution, pit stops, and different strategies is going to put him restarting 4th with what should be about maybe 6 laps to go. Heartbreaking to set him behind the 8-ball like this, but we'll see if he can rise to the occasion and take this checkered flag anyways. It's going to be a hard-fought battle, though, trying to get by these 3 drivers, including the 2 that are looking for their first career victory, that being the drivers with the number 53, Bryson Bird, and the number 90, Michael Sturgill, in his debut tonight, looking to go to the checkered flag first. So here we go. We'll restart with 6 laps to go here at Richmond Raceway. Golly, Sturgill, Bird, and Baffert, the top 4. Sam Ballard is in 5th, ready to capitalize in case anything happens. So is Joaquin Stewart in 6th. 7th place, Dylan Parker. Brett Bennett is in 8th. Jason Ford back in 9th. Jeffrey Armistead is your top 10. It all comes down to this. 6 laps to go here at Richmond Raceway. They'll hit the restart zone. Golly, the control car. Green flag in the air. Let's go! Not a good launch for the 54. The rest of the field able to stay with them. Everybody dicing through as much as they can as Golly holds forward for the lead right now. Baffert trying to cross over on the fresh tires. Caution back out. Wrecking out back. Alan Hunt, Robert Lukens, Matt Steiner all around. And that is big for those 3 drivers that took 2 only. Golly, Sturgill, and Bird. They stay ahead of Baffert because of that caution. They don't lose any positions. And that is very likely going to be a big... That's big. That's big. They're able to hold that position. Because it means that they don't have to worry. That it's less time for Baffert to get by him. It's going to end up being overtime here at Richmond. Here's what happened. Just charging too hard, 4 wide, just contact made. Around goes Lukens, around goes Hunt. And Steiner, the free pass, would have been the free pass if he wasn't involved in that caution. Nowhere to go. So we're lined up, back double file. This is officially overtime. So we're going into extra innings. First of, I believe, 5 overtime attempts. This will be big. Baffert on 4 tires in the outside lane. The rest of the field ahead of him on 2. Golly looking for his second win of the season. Sturgill looking for his first career win. Overtime in Richmond. Here we go. Much better restart for Golly that time compared to the initial restart he had. As they come through 1 and 2, side by side for second. Golly running away with the race lead. They'll enter 3 and 4 and take the white flag this time by Bryson Bird struggling the inside lane with the 2 tires. He's going to go for a slide. He saves it, but it's all over here for now. Golly, well out in front of the field. Sturgill in second, just has to try to hold off Baffert for all these guys. More contact, wrecking out back, but it's not going to matter up front. It took a pit strategy with 8 to go to get him the lead, and he'll take it to victory. Golly gets his second win of season 16. They wrecked in turn 4, coming to the line. We'll have to look at all of that. Take a quick look at your beer and replay. Everybody trying to make it through at the end. Meanwhile, Yusuf Ghali is your winner. It's 2 seasons in a row now that the Daytona winner has won their second race of the season in the first 5 races. Season 12, the last time we did not have a repeat winner through the first 5 races. And that streak does not continue tonight. Yusuf Ghali going to burn it down along the front stretch and try to do it around the whole racetrack here at Richmond. And we'll take a look at your finishing results from tonight's race. Yusuf Ghali steals the victory from Ben Baffert. He led almost the entire race, over 110 laps. But all he's going to have to show for it is a podium finish. Second place is where he'll be scored. Race high 111 laps led for that number 23 car. But second place is where he'll go. Michael Sturgill in his debut tonight comes home third. A great effort for him in the 90 camp. Dylan Parker is able to come home fourth. Joaquin Stewart in fifth. Sam Ballard comes home sixth. And Bryson Bird, Gavin Austin, Diego Acuna, and Ryan Rose were your top 10. Then Chybinski comes home 11th. Hunt, Lafort. He had a really good strategy call, but it swept up in the accident at the end of that race. He'll come home 13th. See Delgado, Watermelon, William Martin in 16th, and Matthew Chastain, Robert Lucan, Storm Patterson, and Brett Bennett will round out your top 20. Then the rest of the field there, Jared Wilson, Nick Wheeler. The last lead lap cars, Armistead, Kukalon, Kruger, Steiner, all a lap down, all a part of Circumference Motorsports right there. And then Zach Probst, of course, had the issues early on. He wrecks out, as does Blaine Sparling, who does not finish this race. We'll dial up our top 3 finishers and see if they want to talk to us. See if we can get a hold of our top 3 finishers. And we'll talk to our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Michael Sturgill. Hey, Michael Sturgill, toss down in the booth. You got a copy? Make sure that the broadcast has got you. There we go. Try that again. Well, it is, I believe, your debut here. I could not see anything about you running this league before tonight. But you come home with a 3rd place run. Looked really racy there with the race leader, Ben Baffert, near the end. What more do you think you would have needed out of that Indy car to take home the 3rd place finish? Take home better than the 3rd place finish?
To not completely suck in qualifying. I was running like point ones and point twos, and then went out there and ran a point four. And that last stop, just taking rights, I was hoping no one else would do it, but Yusuf did it. And had I had maybe a slightly better stall, maybe I could have stayed out in front of him. Ended up winning, but I will. I'll take a third place for my debut.
Absolutely, Michael. Well, it's your first start here, third place run, and are you looking to try to go full time after this, or maybe just running part time the rest of the season? Either way, what does a race like tonight do for you as we progress through the season 16?
Yeah, I'll most likely try to make the rest of the races this season if I can. And third place, I mean, it gives me a lot of momentum. I looked at the points and it looks like it's pretty top heavy, so hopefully I can maybe be in the mix at the end for the championship.
Well, we'll see if you can do it, Michael. But it's a third place run to kick off your series debut tonight. Teammates, sponsors, shout out to anybody you want to shout out. What got you here tonight?
Actually, Yusuf and Marcus were talking about it, and they're the reason I'm in here. So shout out to them. Shout out to all the admins of the league for putting this thing on. Shout out to you for doing a broadcast for it, and shout out to everyone watching. May or may not include the girlfriend and the baby. I don't know. He might be asleep.
All right, it's Michael Sturgill, a series debut, top three finish for the 90 team. A strong run tonight here and making a mark in his first night here. Congrats on the third place run, Michael.
Thank you.
And now we will see if we can get a hold of our second place finisher, that being Ben Bafford. It was a dominant race for the driver, the number 23 car, but he comes up one spot short at the end. That is the driver, the 23, Ben Bafford. Ben, it looked like you were going to have a shot at the end there if we did not get into overtime to try and go for the win. Is that really all you maybe needed to take on the checkered flag tonight?
Yeah, felt pretty good. Had good long run speed, good short run speed. It was a good car all around, and led every lap up until that yellow. But unfortunately, cautions come out. Made the wrong call on pit road. Should have took two. Think I would have had to stay ahead of those guys, but four tires didn't pay off. Thought it would. Just glad I had a good car and finished second. Still a good outing, but wish I could have won it.
Absolutely, Ben. But a day like tonight, you start on the pole, you lead pretty much wire to wire until we get that late caution where the strategy comes into play. How does that do? Building upon for this season, having a run like this early on, just looking forward, looking to build upon it.
Yeah, I've had a couple good runs earlier. I think I had second last week at Fontana. A couple good tracks coming up, other than Sebring. If I can survive Sebring and come out with top 3 point standings, I think I can have a fight for the championship. But yeah, it's a good thing to build upon. I think we're going to be pretty quick from this point out.
All right, it's the second place run for you tonight, Ben. Teammate, sponsor, shoutouts. What got it done for you?
Just everybody cruise auto racing. I think we're top 4 in standing, something like that. So bringing the cars to the race track every week, and we're going to continue to do that.
Alrighty, it is a second place run for the dominant car tonight. Ben Bafford comes home runner up here at Richmond. Congrats on the second place run, Ben.
Yep, thank you.
And now we'll head down and see if we can talk to our race winner, that being Yusuf Ghali. And typically when I watch a Yusuf Ghali win, it is done with a little more flair, a little more dominance, a little more something. This time, it's pit strategy that takes him to victory lane. Yusuf, first things first, congrats on the win, man. What was the thought process behind, as the race went on before that late caution?
I thought, honestly, after that first one, I thought we were faster. I thought we might have had something long run, but then I I brought the brake bias back a ton, and I did some weird stuff with the fuel, and I just didn't have anything in it. I couldn't figure out the track, so I was kind of just stuck there in fourth, I think, trying to hope that I could hang on for top 5 because there were a couple cars behind me catching me. I was just hanging on, really trying to get a decent finish, but yeah, that yellow changed everything.
Absolutely. And you made the call to take two tires. You obviously weren't the only one, but you got in pit road and you got off ahead of everybody else. What was that like? You know, just having that, just being able to get off pit road, winning that race off pit road. What was the feeling then when you got off first?
It was really close. I think with Sturgill, it was like we were nose to nose. I was kind of just whatever everything decided at that point. I was surprised that anybody else took two. I mean, 60 laps in the Xfinity car, 2 tires really isn't normally a call you make. I'd probably be upset if somebody else did that. But like looking at the tire wear, the run before that, my left sides were like 96. So I was like, maybe we'll try it. I didn't think anybody else would try it, like I said, but I was surprised that Sturgill did it. But the fact that we beat him off barely was enough to win that race. I think that was the decision maker right there.
Absolutely. Well, you do it 2 times this season. You take home the checkered flag. And with that, you know, 2 wins of the season early. What is that feeling like, having that success at the start of the season?
Well, with the point system we've got right now, it's kind of hard to tell really what it's going to look like in the long run. I mean, I have a 20-point lead over Ben, I think. So it's just building these races up, trying to build a lead, but it's gonna take a lot of consistent like top threes to really nail it in, because Bridger's missed 2 races and he's 4th in points still, so we just gotta keep going at it.
Well, alrighty, Yusuf, it is a win for you tonight here at Richmond. Teammates, sponsor shoutouts, we got it done for you.
Yeah, just shout out to all my teammates, Ben, Dylan, Bridger, Dane, all of them. I want to apologize to Ben. It feels kind of scammy taking that from him. He was the fastest car, but I mean, it's part of racing, you know. We raced him clean. It's just how it ended up. So I want to apologize to him, but he'll get one this season. He was the fastest car. He's gonna win a few.
Alrighty, it is his 2nd win this season in just 4 races. Yusuf Ghali takes home the checker flag here at Richmond. Congrats on the win, Yusuf.
Thank you.
And, well, that'll do it from us here tonight at Richmond Raceway. A quick one here on BRN, and I appreciate those all the time. I love quick races like that. It's always fun. Enrique joining me in the booth here, Mr. Controller Man himself. Enrique, just really quickly before I send us off tonight, what was your take on that race from your point of view in the cockpit with the controller in your hands?
If I said what I thought right now, the stream wouldn't be on YouTube, so it's best for me to stay quiet in this one.
Well, let's stay quiet, Enrique. It is a 24th place finish for the 22 camps, so not a happy day, but that's okay. Next week, though, a better shot at it going to Kansas Speedway here for the Slide Jawb Racing League. But that's not the only racing that we have coming up, of course. Tomorrow night, it is the NASCAR Cessna Cup Series race number 2 of the Chase. They're racing at Watkins Glen tomorrow night for a road course race. So I'm excited to have that, because that usually means pretty quick and easy broadcasts, and not having a lot of cautions coming out to stack the field up and slow everything down. It's just a straightforward race and a battle between the best of the best to chase down the championship. A lot of Chase drivers didn't make last week, so the points are funky. We'll see how that shakes out tomorrow night, and who shows up and who shows out and who takes home the checkered flag. That is tomorrow night. And then, of course, Thursday night, it is the SOFA Racing League. Just 2 races left in their season before a champion is crowned. This week, North Wilkesboro, the short track, will be the host of the race before the finale. 2 races left, and it kicks off North Wilkesboro Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, Monday night, the Fast Track Sim Racing Cup Series will be heading to Atlanta Motor Speedway, or I'm sorry, Echo Park Speedway, quote unquote. It's Atlanta to me. I don't care. As they'll be racing
it's Echo Park.
Nah. I'm gonna mute you for saying that. It's Atlanta Motor Speedway. It's still Atlanta Motor Speedway. I have Jeffrey Armistead that can back me up on that one. They'll be racing Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern here on BRN. So thank you as always for tuning in and watching. Thank you to the drivers for coming out and putting on the show for us. And thank you as always to everybody who helps with BRN. I know Ryan Bogey took over last week for me. Thank you to Ryan for that. I want to say thank you to anybody and everybody out there. And say so long and have a great rest of your night. And congrats, Yusuf Ghali, your winner here at Richmond. Take care, everybody.
It's hard enough to keep my today.